Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we are in Charlotte, North Carolina, working on a sump pump. We need to go down there and take a look. It's in a crawl space, quite deep. Probably replace it with a Utilitech. The homeowner wanted to save a little bit of money, so we'll put in a Utilitech. Great pump, not a problem. Usually we use the Zoller M53s, M98s, but Utilitech works really good. Let's go take a look. So this is what we call a foundation stress crack. You can see that's a pretty good one. And this is all caused from water all along the footer of this wall. And this is a crawl space. It's quite deep though. This is about 8 feet deep because there's a basement behind the crawl space. These are typical problems in Charlotte that need to be addressed as soon as possible. And if you take a look, you can see we're on a big hill. This is real common if you live in Atlanta or any place that has hills like this. You need to be very aware of what's going on your foundation. Check those walls and look for cracks. Okay, let's take a look first. This pump, this is a Zoller M53, and it's about, I guess it's 11 years old actually, so it's been here over a decade. And what happened is that it got stuck in the on position, and it ran for, according to them, about 30 days, and of course it did burn out. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the discharge line right here and go ahead and replace with the Utilitech, like I showed you over there. There's the Utilitech, and replumb it, put the check valve on it. Pretty simple. We did this system, oh my gosh, I don't know how long ago. I guess it's been 11 years. And we got a retaining wall that we built down here. A lot of people commented about that, and you know, pretty amazing feat that we did here, but had to dig back through the soil and put a retaining wall because all of this collapsed over. And this is a basement on this side. And we're in a crawl space. It actually has 3 crawl spaces. Another crawl space behind that wall over there, which we had to put a pump in as well. So a lot of work that we did down here, as well as footer pipe. Remember, that's the pipe that runs along the footer. You can see some of the gravel over there. But let's go ahead and replace this pump. So today we're going to be installing a Utilitech pump. It's a pedestal at the bottom, and you can see all the vents for the intake, allows water to come in real well. Not the typical Zoller, but you know, the customer has the right to say what they want to put in. This is a great pump. It will work great. It's a little less costly than the Zoller. This is also a 1/2 horsepower, which is great. The only kind of drawback to that is it has a tangling float, which I'm going to adjust. And the way you do that, you can see that little screw. We can loosen that up and shorten this so that it fits better into the basin. But the pump sets up the same way. Start with a male threaded 1.5" adapter. There's a port for that. Next, we put a small riser on there, and I already drilled a 3/16" hole. That's just for pressure relief. Now we're going to go ahead and glue that up. This is an Oatly product, and it's a 2-in-1, so it's got the primer mixed together with the glue. Real good stuff. It'll set up real quick. Just put that on. It's already tight and secure. Next we're going to put on the check valve, and this is an 1.5" no hubs. They're held together with stainless steel clamps. Works real good. Just make sure that your arrows, if you can see that, arrows are pointing upwards. Tells you the direction of the flow. Let's get that on there. Then we'll secure that using our handy dandy Black & Decker. People seem to like that. Just as tight as that drill will make it. And the riser portion of this we're going to set up down inside the crawl space, but we try to set as much up outside as possible, a little bit easier. Okay, let's go down in the crawl space. So we're going to start by cutting out the old pipe right here, and we're going to go about right here. I guess looks good. We want to keep this because this is the riser. from the check valve, and we'll go ahead and get that installed and get our clamp on there. Find the drill. Handy dandy Black & Decker. You know, somebody commented about professional tools a long time ago, so I've always had to say something about handy dandy Black & Decker. It works so good. It's a 20 volt saw drill, and it does the job. This drill's 8 years old. Has no problems. So there's our sump pump, and I'm just going to adjust that float switch, and the smoke that you see, that's just me. That's the steam because it's cold here. So a little steam coming off of that water down there. But yeah, let's go ahead and adjust that, and we'll be ready to go. So from the pump below, it comes up, makes a turn, a check valve down there, and this line runs all the way around, and I'll show you the discharge as we go out of the crawl space. So what I'm going to do is I remove the screw from the piece that holds the float, and I'm going to actually secure that to the side of the pit over here so that it can come on at less water level, because this is a very shallow pit. We're just going to put a set screw in there and secure it in place. Unfortunately, I have to let go of the camera, so I'll just show you the finished product. So I went ahead and reinforced behind this, and you can see, or if I can find it here, where I put a set screw in down here, and that way it's screwed into the wood as well, so that when that water level rises, it lifts up the float, and when it goes down, it turns it off. Real simple. And so after it makes the turn in the corner, this was existing. We just tied into their existing line here, and it actually goes out just beyond those trees over there, and you can see how the ground drops off beyond that and just drains away. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. So the other thing is, if you're planning on having us to do your install and you'd like for us to come and give you an estimate, I urge you to get on the schedule. Even though it's kind of dried out here, we are extremely busy. If you'd like for us to come and do an estimate and of course do the job, please sign up online as soon as possible. Right now we're looking at into the first of the year. I think today is the 17th, so it's a couple weeks out, but the estimates go pretty quick. We can get you on the schedule and get out there just as soon as we can.